Einstein, the Elven Wizard, and in this video here, I want to share with you a concept about the dimensions. There's a lot of talk, and particularly in the spiritual, New Age, metaphysical communities, around the idea of us going from 3D to 5D to 9D or 12D, and well, I say, why stop there? There's so many more Ds, or dimensions, or as I prefer to call them, realms upon the great tree of life itself. So buckle up, take a deep breath, open up your consciousness as we explore the great many realms upon the tree of life and understand how it works for you, with you, and an integration with here, the realm of earth, and your journey through it. Let's dive in. So I'm going to be weaving in a bit of mythology, a bit of spiritual traditions, a bit of my own experiences and explorations, and of course a bit of magic. All right. So let's start from the foundations. Of course, we're here experiencing this 3D human reality as is known. Of course, 3D often represents, right, dimensions, space and time and physical location, right? And then there's these concept of these other dimensions, and science is exploring some of this, and there's the different quantum dimensions, right, that they're beginning to understand in different capacities. A lot of spiritual circles talk about these higher dimensions that we're evolving into, that are more energetic, maybe more luminous and light-filled, more harmonic, more where we're more telepathic, we're more spiritually connected, we're more in harmony with each other. Now, there is some level of truth to this from my experience of, right, we are illuminating, we are letting go of many densities, right, lots of fear and trauma and pain and heaviness in our systems, which is allowing us to become more luminous beings, which means we are a bit lighter. Yet we're still, of course, here physical. If you're still watching this through a video, through a device, we're in this sort of physical sensation. Although this is a reality, this is a realm that is being developed, right, with its own context, its own container, its own rules and regulations and formats, its own frequency, its own makeup, its own game. And I love the concept of a game, because to me it's all about these games that our soul is experiencing and playing. Games souls play. Now, I want to share with you a bit about the Tree of Life if you're not familiar with this concept. Now, the Tree of Life is a near universal concept around the earth. It's found in pretty much every ancient culture in some form or fashion around the world. You can look it up on Wikipedia. There's a big long list of all the cultures that have some form of the Tree of Life. Now, every culture has a slight variation to it, slight different complexities to it and details around it, but the general framework is very similar, that there are different realms or dimensions or levels of spiritual beings upon the Tree of Life. Usually the human world is somewhere in there, maybe in the middle, sometimes on the bottom. Depends on the culture and the perspective. But somewhere in there is the human world, and then these other worlds contain all the different magical spirits, mystical beings, from angels to gods and goddesses to elves and dwarves and Elohim and all sorts of things, as well as different aspects of our own beingness, right? Our emotional level, our mental level, our higher mind, our spiritual mind, all the way up to the infinite divine God, goddess, whatever all that is, whatever that looks like to you. There's a similar context here of a lower and upper. Oftentimes, many of these have lower worlds that are down in the roots of the Tree of Life, and sometimes it's connected with ancestors or spirits that are deep in the earth and related to the earth. And some of the beings up in the branches are more celestial or divine or cosmic in different ways, right? So that's sort of this framework that sort of positions all the different realms or dimensions or layers of consciousness. And every Tree of Life around the world has different numbers of these realms. One of my favorites is the Norse Tree of Life, known as Yggdrasil, and that one has 9 in it. Now, this is from the mythology that we have left. Much of that was oral, much of that has been lost. There's a few people in history that recorded some of it. My personal belief is that there's much more that has been lost. Other trees of life have more or less amount of layers or levels to them. People are coming up with new variations or deriving new variations from that. Again, this is all about exploring and basically mapping out the different dimensions. Now, from my experience and what I've been creating with my adventure meditation game, Inner Realms Journey, I've got over 80 realms on there right now, and a long list of realms to continue to create. From my experience, there are infinite realms upon the Tree of Life, and humanity has been aware of only so many. And that's been part of the human game and experience, is to just sort of be aware of so many dimensions that are within the capacity of our mind to comprehend and make some sort of sense of. Some of these realms are beyond us and so far different that it's hard for our human selves to even collaborate or connect with or understand. Of course, that's expanding, right? Modern day, our imagination, our capacity to understand and imagine and contemplate these things has been expanded beyond cultures in the past, right? And what they had access to or maybe even thought of. So we are expanding in our awareness, we're expanding in our dimensionality, we're expanding in the possibilities of these different dimensions. If you look at art and technology and music and all these things, right, we're rapidly accelerating our awareness, our expanses, our creativity in so many ways. This to me is our connection to more of these dimensions being allowed to merge or move through into this one. And this is a key point I wanted to talk about here, is that we're not so much moving to another dimension, although in a way you could say we're constantly, every day is a new dimension, right? Every 10 years is a new dimension. The dimension of right now is very different than the dimension of 10 years ago or 20 years ago. So we're constantly, every day is its own dimension or realm. Every experience we have is its own dimension and realm. But we're also allowing more of these dimensions and realms to come forth and embody and connect with it, right? We can go forth and we can meditate and imagine ourselves and connect with the angelic realm, for example, is one of the journeys in my meditation. You get to go to the angel realm. You get to experience something. You get to learn something. You get to harness something and bring that back here with you into this earth realm, right? You maybe have done journeys into the underworlds. We have some of those in Inner Realms Journey. It's a very common tradition to do in many shamanic indigenous cultures, is to journey into the underworld to receive guidance or inspiration or to collect lost energy or lost soul fragments. This is one realm, and you go in, you find some treasure, some wisdom, some aspect of yourself, and you bring that back into this one. You integrate it. All of these realms, all these dimensions are connected. And that's where the Tree of Life as a concept of a map is very helpful, because a tree, all of its roots, all of its branches, all of its leaves, all of its trunk is interconnected, right? It's all mutually supporting and nourishing each other, right? The roots provide nutrients up to the rest of the tree. The leaves bring in nutrients, right? Sunlight down for the rest of the tree. It's all connected. All these realms are interconnected, and we're opening our awareness, our connection, our channels of luminosity, of energy or mana, and our ability to connect with those realms and bring them through into this one, to be a bridge between them. And to me, that is our evolution, our expansion, and our growth. Just as you were to go to take lessons on learning how to play an instrument better, right? You are accessing that wisdom, that understanding, perhaps those traditions of how to play piano. And then from there, you can begin to create your own music on the piano. So you can tap into these other dimensions, draw forth that energy, and then discover how it will express through you. The angelic realm is going to express differently through me than it is you. And you might have a stronger connection with a particular realm than I do, right? You maybe have built up more of that, or it's more resonant or more exciting to you. And we all have these different configurations. We all are all a mix, a soup, if you will, of many different dimensions that we've interwoven into ourselves. Of course, I love dragons. This is, if you don't know, my lovely assistant Freya, the dragon, right? So the dragon realms and that dragon archetypes and the dragon energy and the dragon concept is very exciting and resonant to me. So that's a strong connection and something that I bring forth in many different ways. As well as the elves, right? I'm the Elven Wizard, so I'm very connected with that realm and those mythical archetypes and those mythical stories and my own personal experiences with those realms. So those are very strong for me. Your realms might be these mythical ones. Your realms might be playing the piano or cooking or different cultures. Maybe you love ancient Japanese culture or a beautiful Egyptian culture or something else. Those are all realms as well, or dimensions. And those all existed in different times, right? Ancient Egypt or ancient Egypt, right? Or ancient Mayans or current Maya or wherever in the world. These are all realms of energy, a framework, an experience that we get to journey into. Now, the last piece I want to talk about is that journey into the realms, right? We are these eternal beings, what I call your avatar, your true essence, your true mystical self, that gets to explore the many different realms, whether it's physically in this world and the many different realms and micro realms within this world, or internally going within you into the what I call the inner realms on the tree of life, right? What I was talking about before, the angelic realms and the underworlds and the fairy realms and the star realms. There's so many. Each one has its own experience and wisdom and energy for you, and each time you visit them, you're likely going to get different things. Just like here, as you go to any experience here in the realm of Earth, it's full of all these micro realms, right? If you go to the grocery store, that's a realm. If you go over to Bali, that's a realm. If you go to England, that's a realm. If you go down to Texas, that's a realm, right? And that's a realm, and then there's the realms within it, right? Each restaurant, each house, each stadium, everything's its own realm or dimension that you enter, and you bring forth yourself. Now, sometimes we don't, right? We feel like in certain realms we're not safe. In certain realms we can't be all of ourselves. In certain realms we've got to fit in. So that's where we condense ourselves. And I want to invite you to actually explore how can you bring forth more of yourself into each realm. This brings forth more of your light, your creativity, your gift, your essence, your character, right? And so as you bring more of you, of your essence into a realm, you actually contribute to changing that realm, whether it's the entirety of the realm of Earth or just going to the grocery store, right? Or going on a date at a restaurant or going to meet friends at a movie theater. You're bringing forth your essence into that realm of experience and shifting it from your heart space, from your truth, from your essence and your creativity. You get to impact that realm, and you'll continue. And as you build this up, you become stronger, more secure and fortified in who you are, no matter what realm you're in. And those realms that seem scary, whether it's internally, right, or on inner fears, or the realms that may seem scary externally, you can show up with more of your power and your presence and your ability to transform and change those realms. And this evokes your mastery, your ability to be centered and present and fully in yourself, no matter what realm or who is in that realm. You get to show up fully, and that is the magic, because that then invites others to begin to show up more fully in their realm. You begin to break down the old constructs of what we think these realms should be, and you open up to new possibilities, and you tap into your creative potential and the creative potential of life itself. And so enjoy the realms, any realm you're in, even if it sucks, even if it's a horrible seeming realm. Make the most of it, because as you do so, that allows that realm to change, and it allows you to transform that realm and perhaps move on to other realms, for there are endless realms awaiting you. You never have to be stuck in any realm. There's always a way to transform the realms, because it happens by transforming how you show up and the realms you are generating. And that is the final key here I want to share, is that ultimately you are the generator of your realm. You create the realm from within you. And the more that becomes clear, what I call your inner realm sanctuary, it's the realm of your true being, is the essence of who you are, then every other realm will begin to shift, because you're bringing forth your realm into that. You're gifting these realms with your realm. You are a gift to add to each realm. And I believe that's what we're all doing here. We can all tap into our realm, our gifts, our essence, and bring that forth and gift that to the earth, and bring a bit of our heaven, if you will, a bit of our soul's paradise into this realm of earth to uplift it and transform it and expand it. So go out there, my friends, enjoy every realm, every dimension, all of them happening simultaneously, and make the most of it, my friends. May the magic of all the realms flow through you.